Hey everyone, how's it going? Well, it's been a long time since I did a video, so I thought I should do one before everybody thinks that I'm dead. Ah, yeah. Well, winter came back. I think the last video I did, it's been quite a while ago. There was snow. Was it when I was doing that fence? I think that's the last video, yeah. Uh, After that, it totally melted. We had everything melt. We had like 10 inches of snow, and there was water all over the place. It was just like springtime. We were like that for a good week and a half, and we were in the process of shipping calves, and we were supposed to ship calves that one Monday morning. The trucks came, but when we went outside, we did all the sorting on Sunday, and in the morning we came out to the corral, to the pen, and all the calves were gone. They ended up breaking a couple 2x6s. I think it was the cows broke a couple 2x6s from the outside, and they busted free. So they went back out into the pasture at my place. So I can tell you, nobody's mood was very good that day, and for a few days. So we had to round them all up again for the next weekend, which was this past Sunday, and probably didn't sleep very good that night when they were all penned up. I had steel panels all around there. I had like 5 chains on the gate, because we had that happen once before. They somehow managed to open a gate, and so I always go check on them every couple hours, just go look, and if you couldn't hear bawling, you know that was bad. So, but it was pretty noisy all night, so that was good. And yeah, so now we're here on a Friday. Sean and Lori were at the auction mart, and I was just feeding cows. So now we're out here hauling hay, and we're in this field here, which was one of the last ones we baled, and we got it almost cleared off here. I wasn't out here yesterday, just Sean and Lori, and Dad's in the Freightliner. He took a load or two. I think he took 2, yeah. So yeah, we got a little snow the other day, which was I think Tuesday or Wednesday, and now it's back to winter time again, but not very much snow now, like compared to what we had before. So they're just going to pick up some messy bales that were there. We got a couple of these little piles here, but these were really, I don't know why they were piled up like that. You can see one right there, and then there was one right there. But I remember I couldn't bale it because they were wet. So you can see how muddy the roads are. My truck is still all gravel, mud on it. But we needed things to freeze back up again because we couldn't even get out in the field before. We could have hauled some hay, but it was just all watery mud out here. So the good thing is all the snow and ice melted off the bales. We just got a light dusting of snow on the bales now, so which is not too bad, right, Sean? So Lori's running a 210. Takes time to get used to that tractor again when you haven't ran it for a while. don't really think you have to knock the snow off these bales. I'll knock them off when we unload at home. There's not much on them. I know these fine grass bales, they're sure hard to stick a fork into them. This tractor's not bad. The other, the 135, a little bit different. That tractor sure has good brakes. That's one thing I hate about that. When you step on the brake lightly, you stop. Very sensitive. Alright, so while they're loading up, I'm going to go with Sean. And he's going to drop me off, and we're going to take the tractor and unload his little scrappy bales to the cows. Okay, Sean, let's rock and roll. So what'd you figure about the calf sale? Did you get a good price for your calves? Okay. We had a blowout on this trailer yesterday, so we had to change a tire. So, and the temperature's not bad, -8. Sometimes I don't trust that thing. I think it's a little bit colder than -8, but yeah, just a couple wreck bales. Sean plugged up and he had to dump them out. How come you plugged up? Tell the viewers why you plugged the baler up, Sean. No comment? How come? You're awfully quiet today. Yesterday you were just a blabbermouth. Hey? You were just talking away. Sean even called me yesterday and asked if I wanted anything from town. Oh, that old camera comes on. The old zipper lips comes back. Alrighty, we're on our way. Well, Sean let me off, jumped in, got the MX-135, and we're gonna go unload. There's our replacement heifers, and as you can see, there's where they broke the corral, where the new boards are. But I had this open to the cows so they could come in here and bawl to the calves there. Because usually if you don't have them closed, they'll break the fence or something. But this time I just kept these steel gates closed and the calves all in here behind me. And the cows were all in this part. But I had to put a panel there just to make sure they didn't bugger around with the gate. There's still one cow hanging out here. Must be one of her calves there. So yeah, we got 5 replacement heifers that we kept. Actually, we got rid of one that we didn't really want to, but kind of mixed it up with the one that's here. That should have went, but oh well. And the old cross fence worked pretty good to keep the cows in on this side. We chased them into the corral. Well, good morning. Back at it today. Today I've got the fuel tank off of the flat deck truck, which is the GMC 7500, and it was pouring out diesel a couple weeks ago when I went to go start it. So I brought it back up by the shop and it sat there for a while, and then I noticed it was leaking even more diesel out, like a lot. So made the decision to pull the tank off and take it in to get it welded. So they had to weld it up really good, this one. This one was a pretty bad tank. The other side, they only welded the bottom and then they came up halfway all the way around, and it was good after that. This one, they were finding leaks all on the side. Well, they got the bottom all done, and then they pressure tested it, and then they found a leak on the top. And then after they welded some more, pressure tested it, and then there was a little rust on the side and it started leaking through the side. So I told him just weld the whole thing, and especially this side, because this is the front side from the front wheel, so it gets all the salt and everything. So I told him just to weld the whole thing around, so that's what they did. Actually, by seeing how rusty it was on the side, they should have just did that in the first place. And I didn't think the top would be that bad, but I guess it was. So anyway, she's all good now. Dad painted it, and we're gonna go install it back on the truck now. It's pretty easy. You just put the two bands on, plug in the fuel pump and these quick connect fuel lines, which I had to go get a special tool from the shop, borrowed it. It's just like a little plastic insert, and you push it in there and it pops the fuel lines off, so easy to pop back on. So we're gonna go do that. I'm gonna try and get it on this dolly here. Okay, I got these straps for the tank. I got the tank on the truck, kind of did it there just myself, wiggled it in there, and kind of looked at the straps and they're looking pretty crappy, so I decided to sand them down with my sanding disc, get the rust off there. And on the inside I decided to spray some of this undercoating, because this part is in contact with the tank, so I thought it'd be better to have like a little bit of a rubbery, plasticky kind of space on there. So I'm just on getting the crud off here with my sanding disc. Okay, got that pretty much sanded off. All the rust is off for sure, and the paint is scratched up, and that's where I wanted to get the underside good. So we're gonna give her another shot of this stuff here. And you can paint this again with the regular paint. There. Good enough. Now on the back, on the front side, I'll just use regular paint. Okay, good enough. Good enough for me. I'll put those on in the morning. So, I'll leave you for now, and we'll continue this in the morning. Well, I decided to come out here and get a load. So I think that'll be all for tonight, because I can't figure out where the rest of the stacks are. Well, I guess you can find them, but there's a creek right there, so you can't cross. You gotta go to the crossing. Bales are really hard to get off the forks. I don't know. Hey, it's missing a fork. Must have broke it. Oh. Well, it's too bad it wasn't the middle one. Hope it's not sitting in a bale somewhere. Oh, I'm gonna have to fix that. Oh, so I just talked to Sean. Apparently it didn't break, just the bolt that holds it in there broke. So we just need a new bolt. Got one more rail to put on. Alright, well now I'm going to go figure out where my bales are. Alright, thanks for watching. We'll talk to you all later.